NLC India is the next corporate on our radar. Well, as we know, NLC India is into power generation and, they do solar power, renewable energy, etc. So we'll talk more about that. Prasanna Kumar, who's the chairman and managing director at NLC India, joins in now to discuss the outlook for FY24 and how the pricing picture is looking like in the power space. Thank you so much, sir, for joining in and appreciate your thoughts on the channel. Let's start by asking you how the power sector climate is at the moment. What are the demand trends looking like? What are the pricing trends? You have some plans to scale up your capacity by 2030. So tell us a little more about that. What's the kind of capex that you have incurred already?
Madam, as on date, the power sector is growing like anything. It's almost increasing at a pace of almost 9%. And it is further going to increase, Particularly, our per capita consumption is very low compared to the world's average. So there is a lot of scope for improvement in the per capita consumption. So the electricity demand is bound to increase by at least 9 to 10% every year. So as on date, the energy peak megawatt requirement is around 2,20,000 megawatt. But this is expected that this will reach to 3,40,000 megawatt by 2030. And the capacity addition also as on date around 4.1 lakh megawatt installed.
Okay.
Okay, there's some issue actually with that video. It's sort of freezing for now. We'll get back to you, sir, in a bit. It is a rain. It's a monsoon. What's going to happen when it comes in full flow? These are just the initial days.
Just kidding. But we'll try and have that line fixed. That's an interesting and important management which we don't hear from very often. I think almost $100 on the stock price as well. The low, I remember in COVID, was about 50 rupees. So, of course, compared to other sectors, large sectors, it's not done as well, but it's caught a bit of a bid over the last couple of months or so. So that's Neyveli Lignite. Maybe a few stocks on the upside while we wait for the Neyveli Lignite management to join us. Look at Suzlon, which is up 7% now. So Suzlon is back in momentum. At about almost 15 rupees now. But I think, Sonia, we have the management back with us.
Yes, Mr. Prasanna is back with us on the phone line, though, this time. Sir, thanks for being with us. I think there's some audio issue, so we've got you on the phone now. You spoke about a 9% growth in the power sector overall. But can you tell us about your own business? What kind of growth are you seeing for NLC India? What are the tenders that are expected to go through in FY24 itself? And what's the capacity addition that you're looking at?
Madam, we are as on date, we are having around 7.5 gigawatt installed capacity. We are aggressively adding the capacity both in thermal as well as the renewable capacity. By 2030, we want to be a 18 gigawatt company, adding around 6 gigawatt in renewable and around 8 gigawatt in the thermal and lignite-based power generation. At Ghatampur, we are having 350 megawatt units, which are expected to be commissioned in the current financial year. They are in the advanced stage of commissioning, and the first unit is expected anytime in the second quarter of the financial year. And after that, in the current financial year, we will be adding this now 1980 megawatt. At the same time, we are in the process of awarding contracts for ultra-supercritical power station of 2,400 megawatt at Talabira in Orissa. That is near our Talabira mines. Also, we are having...
Yeah, Mr. Kumar, Mr. Kumar, I just wanted to focus on a couple of aspects which, from a stock market perspective, will be interesting. The regulated equity. Now, for the thermal power project, NLC, you're moving from around 3,600 megawatt to around 8,200 megawatt. Also, in your joint venture portfolio, you'll move from around 1,000 to close to around 3,000 megawatt. Now, and for this thermal Capex program, you have allotted close to around 45,000 crores. My question to you is, what is the current regulated equity? And post this expansion that you've laid out, what will the regulated equity go to?
See, the total capex requirement for this, the entire requirement is around 75,000 crores. So that will be up to 2030. So these 75,000 crores are required for this thermal capacity as well as the renewable capacity.
What is the regulated equity, sir? What will it go to?
The regulated equity is around 10,000 crores.
Okay. And post expansion, it goes to?
It will go to around 22,000 crores.
Okay, all right. Can you tell us what are the outstanding dues at the moment from DISCOMs, and what is the collection efficiency looking like?
Madam, as on date, the outstanding dues are around 4,000 crores. There is a lot of improvement after the government scheme of addressing the outstanding dues. The traffic portal monitoring, all these things helped a lot. So as on date, our outstanding dues is around 4,500 crores. And last financial year, we could achieve 90% collection efficiency. And even these outstanding dues are also on account of the Ministry of Power policy of spreading it for 48 installments. Otherwise,
so this 4,500 crores, Mr. Sure. This 4,500 crores outstanding dues, it compares to what? What was it about a year ago?
It was a year ago, it was almost 9,800 crores, madam. Now it is almost half, almost 4,500 crores. And we are regularly getting the payments from the state boards.
All right, Mr. Kumar, we've got you a little of a scratchy line, but let's try to squeeze in one more point. Your lignite capacity, you're looking to enhance it from around 32 to around 40 million tons. Coal capacity from 20 to 44 million tons. Capex for this is more than $1 billion, I think 8,500 crores. Could you give us only the timelines? When is this expected to be completed for lignite and coal?
Coal already we are producing around 10 million metric tons. This has to increase to 40 million metric tons. Our Talavera power station, the Talavera thermal mine, that is going to reach its peak capacity in next 3 years. So after that, it will reach its peak capacity of 25 million metric tons. And along with that, we are aggressively moving for the commercial mining also. So we are anticipating another 15 million metric ton addition through this commercial mines, which we are trying to get.
Okay.
And
right,
the lignite capacity will be increased by another 10 million metric tons with our mine 3 that is coming up in the Neyveli area.
All right, Mr. Kumar, thank you very much. I wanted to talk about, in your investor presentation, you say the next leg of growth will be you're investing into pumped storage, and I wanted to talk about that, but maybe for another conversation. We're out of time, and we hope you come back and we can sort of pick up on that as well. But interesting as always to have you with us here on CNBC-TV18. We'll take a quick commercial break here. We have Vivek Saraogi, Managing Director at Balrampur Chini Mills, joining in to discuss the outlook for sugar prices and how's business looking, both on the sugar and distillery side. That's an interesting chat as always. And a little after that, we'll have the management of Healthcare Global Enterprises joining in for a business outlook conversation. Stay tuned.